suffer failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. But it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. Get the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No cost. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with. Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these. Cause when I was down out of so had sympathy.
Shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns.
Detroit! Check 50.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Past the 40. Johnson jostles free. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
95, 95.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that earlier.
On 1st down, they'll run the Chubb. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
14.
Now it's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Check 50.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll start the drive with the ball with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rosen.
with this dump ball.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. The rookie Rosen has the Cards on the move. Here's 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gun.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Leopard. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Escape nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Wilson. The catch made by Ray Hopkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
19.
They go play action now. Wilson. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Front left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Seth DeValve, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble And they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
2nd and 10 now, it's Rosen. He comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And able to find Kirk complete. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they...
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now a man who punted for the Browns in 2015, Andy Leon, to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about it.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Rosen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Detroit! 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 Pass!
And now it's Rosen looking. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Right back to him on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Wilson on second down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On the return is Peterson, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin the drive with Johnson.
Are you fucking kidding me, man?
Shutting him off, now open field. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big run there by Johnson, 57 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot! Detroit!
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up.
He ain't even got the
first and goal.
receivers for me to beat.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Rosen to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Fucking go,
Mika Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back, pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Josh Bynes not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, 36 power. Let's go, 14.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Rosen again on second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, it's Rosen underneath for Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So, and we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, pick your game up. Shotgun.
And again, it's Chubb. He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, rolling to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Give. This is Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Run! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Let's go!
Handoff comes to Chubb.
Come on,
Trying
man.
to bounce it outside,
That's
but he's only
okay.
able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And out of that return, here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On second down, Rosen. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Landry now on the return. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. With Chubb. He gets away from one. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the run, this is Hilliard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All day, dog. Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Big jumbo!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Fighting down to about the 35-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
19. Check nickel. Watch switch.
They'll run for it.
Come on, man.
The surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down.
That's my fault for not going with my first mind either.
Move the chains on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Rosen will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Man, they so cheap, man. They so whack, man.
Before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And his kick is right through.
We fucking ourselves, bro.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fucking ourselves, bro.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
14. Gun. Butt left. Butt left.
They go read option with Wilson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Detroit. Hey, check Mike 57. 3 buzz. Hey, 0.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to the 46-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
I'll go special. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Complete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. 10th carry for Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using
Oh my God, bro. Yo. Man, just fucking
gets it down to the 32.
Oh my goodness.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Hey, back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw on. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And they're running right through it. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And the Browns getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Oh, my God.
And that should do it. Picked up by Trey Boston. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. Hot.
Rosen to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Now Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Down to 7 seconds now, 6. One last shot for Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I am a boss in the cut, baby.